As Dan Andrews continues to push his radical public health and wellbeing bill through Parliament, small businesses are speaking out about the damage the bill will cause. Business owners in the entertainment scene, which has taken a massive blow in the last 2 years, are among those who are speaking up, and one of those owners is Michael Trimble, the director of Bar 20, a famous strip club in Melbourne. He's released a statement condemning the bill and calling for Fiona Patton, leader of the Reason Party, formerly the Sex Party, to vote against the legislation. Michael Trimble joins me now. Michael, thank you for your time. What is your message to Fiona Patton and the other crossbench MPs who have rubber-stamped every piece of Labor legislation in recent months? There's three of them who have voted along with the Andrews government consistently.
Yeah, I think, as you like to call them, Rita, the three useful idiots. As we outlined in our statement, we just have grave concerns for the future of small business in Victoria, not only in the entertainment sector, but as a whole, should this bill go through. And I really think it's time for these MPs to start listening to the constituents that they apparently represent, because none of us want this. No small business wants to see this bill go through.
Have you had a response from Fiona Patton or her representatives since you released this statement a couple of days ago? Nothing?
No, she's just got an automated response going on saying that she's basically supporting it and outlining her reasons why she feels this bill needs to go through. We certainly feel like there's a bit of a quid pro quo there. She's agreed to help extend lockdowns in the past and do other things like that for the Andrews government, and in return she gets policy passed that is important to the Reason Party. So yeah, unfortunately, I think it's based more on what they want for themselves rather than what's best for us.
Well, you run a gentleman's club. How has the adult entertainment sector been impacted by the world's longest lockdown?
It's been absolutely devastating. We basically had to spend the entirety of 2020 closed down. We finally got to open in December, a bit under an absolute raft of restrictions, which made it very, very difficult to operate anywhere near normal. And we've been in and out of these snap lockdowns now all this year. So we're constantly having to stop and start. And the flow-on effect also from basically just nobody being in the city, no open borders. It's definitely been devastating. It's been very, very hard. And so we felt like, as sex work advocates, I guess you could say, our best bet was to try to get to Fiona Patton and say, hey, look, we really don't want to see this bill go through. It would be devastating for Victorians.
And you would think she would at least listen to your industry, because, as we know, the Reason Party was once the Sex Party, and she certainly had a lot of support from that industry. Now, we've heard your message to Fiona Patton. Have you got a message for Dan Andrews?
I think our message really is just let us live. Let us be responsible for our own choices. It shouldn't be up to the state government to manage the risk mitigation of our everyday lives. We know what the risks are of potentially just living a normal life. And it should be up to us to make that decision and not have to be put in lockdown all the time, or, have the Andrews government control our lives in the interest of public health.
Oh, goodness. Michael Trimble, thank you for joining us today, and good luck, because you've had a harrowing 18 months and hopefully business will be booming.
It's been very difficult.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot, Rita.